Welcome back to the next episode of Rife on the Road. This weekend we are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Pittsburgh Improv, and this is a weekend all about redemption for me. I have not been to Pittsburgh since I was 16 years old, so 11 years ago. My good friend Eric Griffin was headlining here when I was 16, and this is about 3 or 4 hours away from Columbus, Ohio, where I'm from. And when I was 16, I was like, hey man, if I take a Greyhound bus to Pittsburgh for your weekend, can I do a guest spot on one of the shows? And he was like, sure, if you want to do that. So I spent all the money I did not have on a Greyhound ticket, and I bust my way up here alone at 16 to the Pittsburgh Improv, where I just bombed so bad. One of the worst sets I've had in my entire life. Like, not a laugh, not a chuckle, not a sneeze, nothing. And then the set was done, and I went back in the green room and just sat in silence while I listened to Eric Griffin murder for an hour. It was debilitating and embarrassing, and I hadn't been back since. But now we're back for 8 sold-out shows this week in Pittsburgh. Let's have a good weekend, man. Black dudes are the funniest people in the place. That's a black dude for sure. I know what black dudes laugh. That's all I did all of February. I just fell asleep to black dudes laughing, man. Like, that was my ASMR. That brings me such joy. What's your name, bro?
Tori, man.
Who you here with? Man, I've never been more sure somebody's with a side chick in my life. Black dudes answer you without even answering. They really do. Who you here with? What's that?
I said, we good.
Ain't nobody's cameras out. You alright, man. You're okay. But don't start no shit, man, because I'll fucking, boom, got your ass. Boom. Got you on camera, Tori. Suspicious. Oh, man. I hope I get a side chick someday. Just go do all the things I'm not supposed to in public and shit. One more time?
No side, just the main.
That's your main girl? Yeah, you felt the need to reiterate that? Yeah, just to make sure. What's that?
You almost got me in some shit.
You almost got you in some shit, man. Okay, this is your one and only girlfriend.
No.
Don't do that. Don't sit down. All right, sit down. Stop making this woman think Tori fucked you. Okay, do not do that. Don't say that. No, you don't. You don't know who's sitting back there. Who's the girl you know?
I know Brittany.
You know Brittany?
Everybody knows.
He broke up with Brittany forever ago. Right? Next subject. What, you don't like talking about Black history? Chapter 1, Brittany. You said everybody knows Brittany? Yeah. Brittany sounds like a hoe now. Everybody knows her?
I love you, Tori.
Baby, you already know, man.
Hey, Tori, don't say that.
And the Pittsburgh Improv thought it was pretty cool. We sold out 8 fucking shows in a row.
What the fuck?
Anyway,
what is this?
So happy to have had Matt here for 8 sold-out shows. We got this nice class.
Wow. Man, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
8 sold-out shows. We appreciate all you guys. Some of you drove hours to be here. We love the comedy. We love great stand-ups. We love great crowds. So thank you guys all. You know, I'm the least experienced public speaker that's been up here tonight.
Oh, you're fine. Man, Alex was up here for like 20 minutes, dude.
You guys also let my door host up here. We're not sure. But anyway.
That's very true. Dude, Pittsburgh Improv, everybody. Shout out to the club. That's fucking awesome. I didn't realize I didn't realize that was the record. That's fucking awesome. Damn. Wow. Jesus Christ. Nah, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. No, it's fucking awesome. It means the absolute world you guys come out, man. Every day I wake up and I'm almost canceled. So like this is, I'm trying to be grateful for this for as long as I can, man. You said big city committee. I said what I said, man.
Wait, what I say?
No, I was just saying thank you, man. And you know, let's continue to have some fun for the next few decades or whatever. Well, we did it, Pittsburgh. 8 sold-out shows, a record-setting weekend in 25 years of this club being open. And I got honored with one of the coolest privileges in comedy club history, tradition, whatever you want to call it. A lot of times when you come into a lot of improvs, they'll have some of like the most famous comics that have ever come to perform at the club and everything, just iconic people. And this is the first club to ever put me on the Wall of Fame. So now whenever you come in here, I think this is on the way to the bathroom, so every time you take a shit at the Pittsburgh Improv, give you a little slap on the back. Wash your fucking hands first, but yeah, come say what's up. Thanks, Pittsburgh. So this was supposed to be the end of the vlog. After a great weekend in Pittsburgh, we were about to have 3 days off before we head to Raleigh, North Carolina, but last night we got a call from somebody very important to me and important to comedy, who wanted the opportunity to see a show of mine. So we did a last-minute pop-up show that we're headed to right now in Dayton, Ohio on a Wednesday for a very special occasion. So I can't really say more than that right now, but we're going on an adventure. So we are on our way from Pittsburgh to Dayton for the pop-up shows tomorrow, and funny enough, we actually have to drive about 15 minutes outside of my hometown, where I lived the majority of my childhood life, and I have not been back in like, oh god, maybe like 7 years, maybe 8. So it's gonna be interesting to see how things have changed. My guess is not at all. So this will be exciting. So you guys are gonna get an inside look at where all my trauma comes from. North Lewisburg, Ohio. Let's go see some childhood shit. All right, nostalgia is kicking in hard right now. Some of my most core memories as a child were on this exact baseball field. We are at the town park here in North Lewisburg. I grew up playing Pee Wee, Farm League. I mean, baseball was like my entire childhood. So this is the first diamond, second diamond over there, third. This is what I have so many memories of, like my mom and grandpa sitting on these exact old ass bleachers they have not replaced yet, and just watching me play baseball. I remember sitting over here, popping sunflower seeds, used to drop them in the dirt, add some sodium to them, and if you won, you got to go over to the little snack shack and get you some sour straws. And of course, there was always one pedophile who was just watching it for the love of the game.
Hey, show him that move that you did.
God, doesn't he just give off like Pee Wee dad coach energy, but like doesn't have any kids? There you go. There you go. Pivot. Turn 2. Turn 2.
That's good. Jump. You used to be a champ or what? Used to be a champ?
Dude, I miss this so much. Holy shit.
A chimp? A chimp?
Oh, a chimp?
Champ.
A chimp?
Wow,
You a
okay,
chimp?
good.
You a chimp? God.
I just found this on the ground.
Let's walk over this way.
There.
Picnic tables over here is where all the goth kids used to hang out. Oh, this is new. Wow, this looks like shit, but there used to be a better playground here. Now it's just like 3 things. Yep. This is where it all started. Back there on them fields where I could have went pro if I didn't tear my rotator labia. But, you know, when you're popping dingers Injuries are bound to happen. With that kind of power comes a lot of responsibility.
What are you looking at?
It's a stone carving of all the amazing history to come out of North Lewisburg.
Well, I had no idea that happened.
I was here when that happened. Yeah, I'll never forget.
These are all the major events in Lewisburg?
This is all the major events.
They should... So there's like one happen. They're getting ready for them.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get chiseled
Okay,
for
got it,
sure,
got it.
for
Okay,
sure,
okay,
for
okay.
sure. So this corner apartment right here is the first place I ever lived in this hometown. When my mom met my stepdad when I was 4 or 5, and she moved us to this town. And so this is the first place we ever lived. I learned how to ride a bike on this gravel driveway. I don't know if you've ever ridden a bike on gravel, but it's the hardest place to learn how to ride one. Nailed it though. This lived Derek and Devin, to this day still a couple of my best friends. So I spent most of my childhood here, bro. We caused so much mayhem on this corner because my house was right here, this yellow one. Wow, they built a shed there and everything. That's what that tree grew into?
What?
Wow, that used to be a tiny little bitch ass tree.
Which one?
The big one. And this was my house. This yellow one right here. Somebody's home. These trees when I lived here were the size of that tree.
Yeah, no shit, man.
They grew super fucking fast. Trees take hundreds of years to grow, dude.
They're still growing. It's still gonna take 100
I'm
years.
saying this was nowhere near this height.
You know what that's like? You know when you see somebody you ain't seen in years? Like, God damn, boy, like 15 years ago, I said you were this big. You're like, yeah, no shit.
But it doesn't feel like that long ago. It was only 8 years.
What'd you do? You took steroids? No, man,
No,
been
it's
years.
probably been 10 years since I've been at this exact spot.
Did you ever hurt yourself out here?
So many times. Where that shed is, there used to be a little, like a wooden outline to a little garden. And we were playing football here one time, and I got pushed out of bounds, and I just cracked my fucking shins.
Bounds!
Yeah, man.
Concrete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, it was the trees and where the garden was. Yeah.
I remember, dude, I go back to my house, it's all it is hurt, pain.
Crack. I bet I still have the scar on my shin. Yeah, I do. It's thin as shit now, but right there, cracked my shit open on that
Scar's
thing.
thin or your legs?
Not your body, I know that.
Hey, dude, chill, man.
Yeah,
My man look like-
exactly. For anybody who thought I had high school super fun and it was all great and amazing, was definitely bullied in high school. And fun fact for the senior, there's always a senior prank and everything. So when I was a freshman, the seniors spray painted, wow, they got a practice field over there and everything now. They spray painted dicks everywhere, and they did chalk drawings of dicks everywhere on the parking lot and on the school building, right? And on one of the, I think it was that wall over there, that somebody spray painted Matt Rife has a small dick. How crazy is that? And it was fucked up even worse. I was late to school that day. I had no idea. I showed up to school and everyone was like, yo. I was like, what happened? And they were like, somebody spray painted Matt Rife has a small dick on the side of the building. And I was like, damn, who told him? And now it's like it's a totally cool sized dick, you know. So we just talked to the superintendent and we were invited to walk the halls of the high school. So let's see what fun memories and nightmares we can remember. Yeah, quite a bit. Hey man, I already have free lunch. Let's not push it. Okay, what do you want, my hole punch card? We got the okay. Yeah. Thank goodness. Ah, thank you, man. Thank you very much.
I'm Jeremy, by the way.
Jeremy. Thank you.
I was on maintenance, I think, when you graduated.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Been out here about 15
wow.
years, so. But you're free to record the...
So I did my first ever play here. It was for Jocks versus Nerds, I believe it's called. And I auditioned for it, and I got booked as the understudy for this other kid, Connor Cooper, I believe was his name. And he quit the play 4 days before the play was supposed to go live. So I had 4 days to memorize the entire script and all my lines and everything. And booked it, and it was awesome, but that wasn't the most fun thing. Mr. Weibel, who was the drama teacher and choir teacher here, actually allowed me to do stand-up for the intermission of the play. So at the time I didn't have jokes or anything, but I was just doing crowd work and stuff like that, roasting the teachers, parents that I knew in the audience. It was incredibly reckless and irresponsible of him, but it was a great time. Wow. They have TV screens in here. Wow. Dude, they have what? What is this? Dude, it smells the same.
Oh, no, it always will. Here's what people don't understand.
Wow.
Locker rooms, what do they smell like?
High school and dodgeball. Oh man. Actually, I remember football camp was here freshman year, and it was horrifying because everybody brings their mattress and you just everybody sleeps in the gym. You bring your mattress from home, and because it's 2-a-days, so you're really working out from 8 a.m. to like 7 p.m. You get no rest. Never had it. I mean, still got it. What? Nothing but that. Okay, Kyle? Okay. Okay, Kyle Lowry. Change, dog. Trash.
Oh, yeah, you guys didn't know he had a stroke, did you? Huh?
You said you had a stroke, did you?
Hey. That'll count, dude.
Change.
That's basically a layup.
Change, dog. That's a mid-range jumper, dog. Come on now. With cold hands. Trash. This kind of guy.
I mean, look at that. Look, give me right here. Open. Okay. That's how we play. You know,
Off the backboard pass. And he can pass. So this was at the time Miss Dunham's classroom. She was, I believe, a 9th grade English teacher. She's the first person who kind of instilled the idea of doing stand-up, because it was English class, so we'd have to write these like essays and stuff like that, and mine would be funny. So she used to obviously not everybody's gonna read their paper out loud who's got time for that or even wants to, but she used to always let me read my stories because they'd always be funny. I remember one time she was like, doesn't Matt just remind you of like somebody who would be like a stand-up comedian? And I didn't even know what that was at the time, but I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. So she always kind of encouraged. Oh, that pretty much does it. We've seen the high school, looks exactly the same. We've seen the field, looks completely different. So, good things coming to try at high school. Good for them. What if I looked over and it was just like Matt Rife has a small dick written again?
We can insert it. On the wall. I wish there was a way I could actually act like I'm doing it and make it do like.
Damn, that would be cool. There's a lot of special effects though. Man, very cool though.
Can I be honest though?
Huh.
Like this is cool. This is a cool tourist place with you.
Yeah, right? It's so nostalgic. So many good memories, bad memories. It's great.
And you being a kid, it's weird how bad you want to leave your hometown, and you come back, you're like, fuck, I guess it wasn't that bad.
Core memories.
Yeah.
You know what I love about Waffle House? You can get a waffle burger, hash browns, smothered and covered, and a hand job for $4.
Including the tip.
Including the tip. They start with the tip and they work their way down, actually. We are now leaving Dayton, Ohio, which was kind of a dream come true, which I don't think is a sentence that's ever been said before. It was an amazing midweek adventure. It was a great time. And I wasn't sure how much I was allowed to say about it, so essentially what happened was we got a very last-minute opportunity to perform for my favorite stand-up comedian of all time, and inarguably the greatest stand-up comedian of all time, who just so happens to live near Dayton, Ohio, which is why we did shows there. They were very last-minute added shows, and the good people of Dayton sold them out in like 15 minutes. So thank you so much to Dayton, Ohio, for coming out. Everybody from his team all came out, and they had a great time. The shows were fantastic, and afterwards we sat around and just talked shop and chopped it up about comedy for like upwards of 4 hours till 3 in the morning, just getting so much wisdom and advice that took him 35 years to learn and experience, that now I get to go on my own route in my own life and own career path with this knowledge that could have taken me the next couple decades to learn. So it was an incredibly productive, just amazing time. I could not have asked for a better experience and a better mentor, to be honest. So now we are headed to Raleigh, North Carolina, where I'm gonna forget. Let's just go to fucking North Carolina.